tips for dealership visibility. My name is Keryn Lynn, and I am a fractional CMO marketing strategist. I help local business boost brand awareness and lead generation through digital and traditional advertising. I specialize in boat and RV dealerships because my husband and I, Derek here, who's also my business partner, we come from the dealership world. So this is just a few pictures of us and our family. We live the lifestyle, we RV. I actually just took a backpacking, so a little bit different. Chose to sleep on the ground for a week out in the Carolina mountains, but it was really great. We love the lifestyle, we like boating too. We have two little girls, Meredith and McKenna, they're 10 and 4, and our little guy Milton Hershey here. We are from Charleston, South Carolina. That's where we currently live. We're from Northern Virginia originally. And so when I tell you that we're in it, we've lived it. Like I said, we come from a family dealership in Northern Virginia, just down the street from RVDA headquarters, so I'm very familiar with the industry. We were running a crew of about 40 before we just had a lifestyle change and moved about 2 years ago to the Charleston area. We have literally sat in your seats, so as far as marketing and advertising is concerned, we've kind of done it all. We know what works, we know what doesn't, and we have optimized what does. I was also the 2020 RVDA Scholarship recipient for NCM Associates. I'm also a certified digital marketing professional from the American Marketing Association and the Digital Marketing Institute. And then just a few of your favorite industry publications I've contributed to. But enough about me. This is about you guys. So, who here has worked with an influencer before? Raise the hands. Okay, cool. And can you guys keep your hand up if you feel like you saw a measurable ROI from those campaigns? Yeah? Okay, great. Well, if you didn't think that you got an ROI on that, we're gonna take a look and see how we can fix that today. So what do we mean by influencer? So we're talking about people that have influence. We're not just talking about celebrities anymore. We are talking about anybody who shapes the buyer experience and contributes to your bottom line, leads and sales, right? So best fits for RV dealerships would be micro creators. Those folks are anywhere between like 10 and 100,000 followers. Because those people, and we're talking about a very niche audience here, right? The RV industry. So these people have more relevant audiences. Usually the smaller audiences, you get better engagement. Those people are still trying to grow their profiles and whatnot. So you can usually acquire them at a lower cost, and they're easier to get usage rates. So what we're talking about here, some examples would be happy customers, lot tours, or upgrade stories. Your sales team or techs do inventory walkthroughs, tech how-tos, or you can connect with campgrounds and RV clubs to do trip logs. And we are going to be kind of integrating a few of these different things today. So today's goal, what I would like for you guys to walk away with, is a smarter ROI-driven influencer strategy. I'm going to give you guys a repeatable campaign framework that works, outreach message templates that you can swipe, ad copy for influencer meet and greets and future use, and we're also going to dive into a real-world case study from a dealership just like yours. So why influencer marketing works? 92% of consumers trust peer recommendations over brand ads, and that's from a Nielsen report from Global Trust in Advertising. So social proof sells, and especially with big ticket items like RVs. Stories plus emotion equals buying decisions. And RV buying is emotional. So influencers are storytellers. It's a great match. So why this fails for most dealerships, people often pick influencers based on follower count. And then once they see a follower count, they really have no repurposing strategy for that. They think that one post is gonna do the trick. And we're all in sales here. It's highly unlikely that you're making that sale on a first touch point with that potential client. So there's no repurposing strategy. They pick influencers based on follower count, and then there's no ROI tracking, right? So it's like a lot of people will just put up a post and they call it hope marketing. And you have to have a strategy to go along with that, and that's what we're gonna cover today. So the good news is that these are all fixable. So today we're gonna learn the 7 steps to turn influence into ROI. So now we've talked about all of the mistakes. Here's how we're gonna actually run a campaign that works from start to finish. Step number 1, you wanna set your goals and your strategy. Start with your strategy, always. Know your why. Why are you choosing this as a campaign? You want to define your goal first and foremost. There are a lot of goals here. So yeah, ultimately, the goal is, to get sales, to get people walking through your door. But from a digital standpoint, you're going to want brand awareness, engagement, leads. And then you're going to want to pick 1 to 2 key performance indicators to track. So for example, you can track your impressions, your clicks, or your bookings. Then you want to make sure that you match the campaign to your audience and your brand voice. Authenticity is key. So if you don't define what success looks like, you'll be chasing likes instead of leads. And every influencer campaign should have a KPI tied to revenue or appointments. Step number 2, choose your campaign type. Pick the campaign that fits your goal. You can do things like sponsored content for brand visibility, giveaways or event promos for engagement, affiliate codes or referrals for measurable ROI, or customer spotlights or lot tours for trust building. RV dealers might use giveaways for service departments or customer features to promote pre-owned units. Step number 3, you want to identify and recruit your influencers. Find creators who fit your brand. Now you can do this natively on the platform of your choosing, or you can go, I'll show you guys how to go to different tools like Outfluence or Collabster. Those are different platforms that you can subscribe to find and get different metrics on influencers. You want to evaluate your audience relevance, engagement, and content style. Make sure that influencer fits your brand. And you want to outreach with clear value cash, trade, or experience. Start with micro creators under 50,000 followers who already love your lifestyle. These are the easiest partnerships to activate. They already love your brand, they live your life, they live the lifestyle. Step number 4, onboard with briefs and contracts. Set your expectations up front. So you want to send a clear brief, the what, when, how, why, maybe, no. You want to agree your deliverables, posting dates, and review process. Include your whitelisting, usage rights in every agreement. Keep it friendly but formal. Just remember that your influencer is your business partner in this transaction. And if it's not just something like an oil change, really anything, you need to make sure that you have a clear agreement so it just protects both parties. This is an example of an influencer brief that I've used, and this is set up like an email format. So here we have just kind of like an intro, and then we go into your brand guidelines and themes, some creative freedom here, technical notes, hashtags, and then your information down here. And at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys a whole workbook that you can download that has all these scripts and prompts that you can just kind of use as your own. So step 5, Content creation. Let the creators tell their story. You want to make sure that they stay on brand, but you also want to let them just have the creative freedom to tell the story, share the story, and your brand. So make sure that you share your product, your story, your experience, not just specs. Again, authenticity is key. And avoid over-scripting. You can provide B-roll ideas like a delivery day, behind the scenes, or customer interviews. Make sure that you review before posting. I highly encourage that. You don't want them to just share something without being part of this process. And the best videos feel real. So think road trips, lot tours, or a day in the life, not a commercial. Step number 6, amplify the content. Repurpose this everywhere. This is where it gets fun. I'm going to show you guys a case study of how this looks like. So you want to share your influencer clips on your pages, website, email, text. You can then use paid ads to retarget your visitors and collect leads. Make sure that you always tag the influencer so you get double the reach. You also want to make sure that you're giving them credit for that content. So this is where you multiply value. The influencer makes the content, and then you then turn it into 10+ assets. So step number 7, measure and repeat. Measure and report. You want to track, learn, then repeat. So measure your KPIs from step 1. Did you choose impressions, link clicks, leads? Then you want to track your UTM links and CRM tags. Review individual influencer ROI and build long-term partnerships with top performers so you can repeat what works. And so if you don't manage what you don't measure, you need to treat each influencer like an ad campaign and track performance and double down on what works. So I'm going to show you guys a case study now that you've seen how this works and you know the process. I'm going to show you a campaign that we just did for a client of ours in South Carolina. And this was a YouTube.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's doing well. Good. We're actually on the road to that RVDA.
Okay, so the sound quality is not that great right here, but so this is a vlog on YouTube, a long form video from the Golden Life Travelers, Denise and Thomas, and they came through and just created this video of their experience. They were going, they actually had already, this is their second purchase from this dealer. They were traveling all the way from Savannah up to Charleston to trade in their old rig into their new one. So we won't watch the whole thing, but I'll just kind of skip through and give you the highlights here. So They had some travel time on the road. His wife was following them. And she goes on to kind of talk about the dealership, their trade-in.
A 40-foot diesel pusher. Guess what, guys? It matches our tow car perfectly. The colors match perfect. It has a great sized TV outside, great for those evenings of relaxing and watching those games with our guests, and just taking a chill outside. Let us head inside so you can take a peek. We're so excited to share this view with you. Here we go.
And then she just kind of goes through the walkthrough. She talks to Josh, the owner.
Some days, Josh turns in his suit and tie and hops in the shop and helps out the guys as they work on some things. Here at Best RV Pre-Owned in South Carolina. And guys, this is an awesome place if you're looking for an RV motor coach of any kind. Check them out.
And then the last little bit of this video, she really went through the whole lot and gave a tour.
What items they have that are available for sale. They have everything from Class A's to Class B's, C's, fifth wheels, whatever you need, they have it. And what they don't have on the premises, if you let them know, they will get it for you. They have the best clean RVs there is. Then we have a beautiful Class B there. For those that like the van life, that is a beauty, and that's a Mercedes. I highly recommend checking them out. They do have a website, and they have everything that's on their lot. They have it on their website, where you can go in and look at the individual RVs and look at the insides of them. This is such a beautiful journey. It's a Winnebago journey, and it is a beauty nestled between the palm trees here on the premises.
So now you have a chance to go along with us to not just pick up a new RV at the best pre-owned RV of South Carolina. I hope you enjoyed this video, as now you get to see our beautiful new home we purchased. It's two of them from them, and both of our experiences has been beautiful. So we'd like for you to comment and let us know what you think. Share and like, and most of all, subscribe to our channel. We are the Golden Life Travelers.
All right. So now that you guys met Thomas and Denise, we have a case study here. So this couple posted this video back in early September. This was right after Labor Day, shortly thereafter. And this is a client of ours, Josh. He called me and was like, "You'll not believe this video. They just took this video and it's blowing up." I said, "Oh man, that's great. We gotta do something with this. Like we gotta really put a strategy together." So the way that this transpired was that the Thomas and Denise, they created this blog, and this was a brand new channel. They had only created this channel like in 30 days prior. They had less than 700 subscribers at the time. This was one of their first videos, and it quickly got up to 10,000 views. So I asked Josh if we could work something out with them to get the video. I just knew we needed to get back to them quickly. And I contacted them, gave them an email. What we did was we traded one oil change for full content rights. That was what they asked for, and we gave it to them. Now, scope and deliverables, payment structures, those are all going to vary with each influencer depending on what the scope of the work is, what the product you're promoting, and things like that. but we turned it into a 6-week high-performing campaign. And we repurposed this video into organic content, email, SMS, paid ads. We did everything. So here's our collaboration process from outreach to rollout. Send them an email, and this was our first touch point. Say, hey, my name's Keryn, I'm with Best Brand RVs. Josh recently shared your video with me, and we were really impressed by the way you showcased the coach. We'd love to feature this content as part of our marketing efforts, and are reaching out to see if you'd be open to sharing the raw video file with us. Of course, we'd be happy to credit you as the original creator, and we can discuss any usage terms you prefer. Please let me know if this is something you'd be interested in collaborating on. I'd be glad to set up a quick call to go over the details. So that was our first point of contact, the outreach and connection. And she emailed me back, her and her husband and I, we got on a phone call, and we just discussed what this might look like. I asked what they might want for compensation, and they said, how about our next oil change? Josh said, okay, done deal. They sent the video over to us. I told them what we were gonna be doing with it. They were happy to collaborate with us because Josh has a YouTube channel, we're on social media, and they were looking to partner so that they can grow their channel as well. We agreed on terms and usage, and then we came up with the content rollout plan. So this was a simple but powerful workflow. One email, one short phone call, and a clear agreement led to 6 weeks of high-performing content that drove trust, engagement, and real leads. And wait until the end, you'll see what we're looking at recently here. So every dealership, you can replicate this process. So our content rollout. We made 6 short-form videos from one long-form video. So this 12-minute vlog, we cut that up into 6 different videos. You can use like CapCut or VIO. But the 6 different videos that we made were touring the dealership lot, the big upgrade, why we chose the Tiffin, a first look inside, moving day, and a customer reflection. And we used that across organic social media. We did one reel per week on social media for engagement. We did an email and text campaign, which I'll go over. We used our client list for that. We used one of the videos for paid social ads, so that generated more leads. We got a Google business profile looks from that. And then we also used our voice AI outbound call agent with a live transfer to the sales team as part of our nurture sequence on these email and text campaigns. So the campaign results from the long form video, long-term leads. This dealer, he is still, 8 weeks later, he's still getting phone calls from this video. It's wild. It has, to date, we're at about 22,000 views, 99 comments, high engagement. Since they're a new channel, they're trying to grow their brand. She's replying to every comment, which helps boost the video. He's gotten so far 3 direct phone call leads from the description link alone, and to date, he's gotten 1 direct sale from this vlog so far. And this is a Class A motor coach, so this definitely paid for itself. And it's still generating traffic 8+ weeks later. Again, this was right after Labor Day. So the key takeaway here is that one customer story, 5 types of content, real leads, and sales. So for campaign results on our Facebook channel, here on the left, we have a couple snippets of the short form videos that we snipped, and then we experimented and tested some just static images to announce the partnership. And this particular campaign, the reels showed more reach and engagement than the static posts. Story-driven content performed better here than the polished graphics. but to keep content variety so that your page is active and it appeals to different audience types. So the Facebook ads campaign that we did, we ran a test with this, and we tested for about, we planned for about a week. We did a lead generation with one of the videos as sort of like social proof. He runs ads with us continuously, so we just added it as towards our funnel for that trust building. And so for that, we just set a small budget of $20 a day. We planned for 7 days, but we just decided to test it, so we did it for about 4 days, spent about $72, got another 8 leads out of it for just under $9 a lead, which is really great cost per lead. Industry average is around $12 to $20. We had a highly targeted reach on this campaign. It's just a direct market area, so Charleston, right under about 3,000. But no ad fatigue yet. High engagement, 6%. Made it usually is just around 2%, so that was really good. And then a cost per click of 53 cents, which was very, very good ad spend on that. So we just went everywhere with this thing. We do nurture campaigns. I would highly encourage you to do that if you don't already, just to keep engaged with your current client list. So with this, we set up with his list of service, rentals, past clients. We sent them a 2-week nurture campaign, just announcing the partnership, kind of hyping it up. Did you see we went viral? And that gave us more impressions. We sent links to the video. These top 3 campaigns are our email campaigns, and the bottom 3 are the text campaigns. Campaign results. Google My Business. So this was something that really just shows that there is proof here. So Alfonso, he wrote into us that my wife and I learned about Josh and Best Pre-Owned from a YouTube video done by a couple who purchased twice from Josh. They spoke very highly of him and they did not exaggerate. We're in the process of making our first RV purchase and decided to call Josh. He is extremely helpful and responsive. He communicates with the customer. He has and shares great information to the best of his knowledge about resources and options in assisting customers with their purchase. We really appreciate him and we're looking forward to purchasing our first RV with him. This gentleman here, he's the guy that bought the Class A motor coach. He's new to this, so he found the Golden Life Travelers while he was in the information seeking process on YouTube. And he resonated with Thomas and Denise, and he was able to follow that link in the description to call Josh. Josh sold him on a unit, and that is proof that influencer campaigns can work if you use them strategically. So, a framework for success. You want to identify the right influencers, and you can do that through Upfluence, Collabster, if you would like to invest in a tool that connects you with influencers, or you can do a hashtag search on the platform that you're looking to connect with someone. You want to reach out with value or a cash offer. And so in this use case, it was the value of the exchange for the oil change. And you want to make sure you get usage rates to the raw files, repurpose across platforms, and track your leads and sales. So planning a campaign that works. Again, set clear goals. Define your deliverables. Draft a usage agreement. Set your timelines and delivery expectations, and decide how to track your ROI. Repurposing equals your ROI. You want to turn one video into 10 plus marketing assets. And where to use it For example, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, organic social, email, text. You can use these videos on your website for social proof, like as seen on retargeting ads, if you guys have in-store displays. This is how you multiply value. So I want you guys to leave here with a 5-day challenge. When you get back to your dealership next week, implement this. Day 1, identify 3 to 5 influencers that you would like to work with. Day 2, send them an outreach email. I'll give you guys a template at the end of this. Day 3, confirm your terms and deliverables. Day 4, get your raw video files and rights. Day 5, edit and schedule your content rollout. So proven campaign ideas, a lot tour, walkthrough, a vlog of the Traveler's Weekend, or a walkthrough delivery, tech how-tos or installs, giveaways, promos, or meet and greet invites. I was able to set up this whole campaign, the 6-week campaign, start to finish in less than a week. Between, obviously that will vary just depending on the communication cadence between you and that influencer. But if you can follow these steps and just dial that in, you can get it done in a week. So I would challenge you guys to go back and implement this in your dealership. So some key takeaways. Start with story-first content. ROI over reach. Micro influencers work best. I would recommend staying under that 50,000 range. And you don't need a big budget, just a smart plan. In that case study, we traded their next oil change. We way more than ROI on that $500 or so that might have costed him. So as a bonus, build a full funnel. Use click-to-call phone numbers for tracking. UTM links in your ads, which is just a parameter at the end of the URL that identifies where somebody has come from, so that you know where folks are coming in from your ecosystem. CRM tracking and tags. You can make a dedicated landing page. Make sure that you have that influencer partnership tagging in your meta ads, and set up reporting dashboards for leads and performance. So thank you guys. Next steps, if you want to scan this QR code, I have a link for the slide deck, swipe files, which includes 5 different workbooks of outreach email templates, usage rates, checklists, campaign planner sheets, ad copy for influencer promos, downloadable templates and planners, and you can access our influencer ad copy samples. So thank you guys so much. That was all I have for you today.